Alright, this video is for the lesson 3.8b homework. So number 1, what is the name of the symbol represented by a dashed line? So we know if it's dashed, it's this one or this one, with shading above the graph. So if it's above, it's going to be eating the Y. So this is the symbol we're looking for. No matter what, this symbol always says greater than. All right, number 2, what is the name of the symbol represented by a solid line? So we know it's going to be one of these two. With shading below the graph. So if we shade below the graph, that inequality signs open it up towards everything else. So that's less than or equal to. All right, so new calculator trick today. So make sure you're starting fresh. Click the red X, get out, start fresh with a new calculator page. We're going to set values for X and Y here. So remember, the first number is always X, the second number is always Y. So we do X, and then control, and then the key next to the 9. And it's a -4. And we do the same thing. Y, and then control, and the key next to the 9. And this one here, it's a -1. Then we type this in. So Y, now to make that symbol, control equal brings up all the inequality symbols, so you can just kind of match it up. X plus 2, and you hit enter. If it says false, what that means is that point is not in a solution, or is not a solution. So if you graph this and you shaded it, this point would not fall in the shaded area. It would fall outside the shaded area. No. Just put no. It's not an answer. If you do another one, you have to start completely over. You have to red X. You have to start fresh. Okay? So again, X and Y. So X, control, the key next to the 9, -8. And then Y, control, same thing, key next to that, 3. Y, control equals, brings up the inequality signs, X minus 4. This time it says true. So that means that this point is a solution. It would fall in the shaded area if you graph that equation. I'll write those buttons up on the board here in a second so you have them for the next two. Today's lesson it's short and sweet, y'all. Same thing we did yesterday, but I was kind. Everything is already in slope-intercept form. Yes, sir. No. Let me, don't touch anything. Let me look at it here in a second, okay? Okay. All right. Y is less than or equal to 5. This is a special case. That colored page in your journal. Told you we're going to be using that page a lot. If it starts with a Y, it's going to go left to right. So we know the line is going to go this way. I find a 5 on the Y-axis. It's right there. Look at the scaling of it. Okay? So we just draw. Is it going to be a solid or a dashed line? Solid. All right, Y is less than. Do I shade above or below? If it's less than, it's down here. What's the slope on number 8? Okay. Okay, set your y-intercept up 1 over 1. We're going to do number 10. 5x minus 1. So the number at the end. That's where my point goes. Oh, but look, there's no negative 1 there. What you can do, move this over. This is your backup when you're graphing. Type this in, 5x minus 1, and then Control T. Pull up the table. Ew. Try that again. 5x minus 1. Control T brings up the table, and it gives you points. 1 and 4. That means I go over 1 and up to 4. Ooh, that's a nice pretty point. Those numbers are actually on there. This one, so look, they're all evens. So my y's have to be even numbers. 3, 14. Oh, 14's not on there. So I'm going to go back the other direction. Negative 1, negative 6. Negative 1, negative 6. Now, you can check in your calculator to see what these should look like and check to make sure that you have good points. Dashed or solid? Dashed line. All right, y is greater than. Is that above or below? All right, if it's open up, if it's eating the y, we shade above the y. Find where it crosses the y, above that point. That's everything that's going to get shaded. That kind of helps you with where's the above and where's the below. Okay? Now these other two you should be able to graph. Again, these numbers right here, that's where you start on the y-axis. These are your slopes. So if we have just an x, my slope is 1 over 1. If the number in front of the x is a 6, what's my slope? What do I do to whole numbers? Over 1. So you start here and you go up 6 over 1. This one you're going to start at negative 7. Up 1 over 1.